Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever, coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on an Inflight ANA All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their current Triton Blue livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Airline Museum and their website address is www.airlinemuseum.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, please allow me to share you some information about the history of ANA All Nippon Airways and how they actually came about. ANA All Nippon Airways is a Japanese-based airline that was actually founded on December 27, 1952, as the airline actually traces its rooted beginnings back to its earliest ancestor, the Japan Helicopter and Airplane Transports Company, which is also known as Nippon Helicopter and Airplane, and officially commenced operations as a helicopter service sometime in February 1953, as passenger service officially began 1 year later on February 1st, 1954, when it flew from Osaka to Tokyo using an upgraded de Havilland Heron twin-engine propeller-driven British aircraft, as it continued to operate under the Nippon Helicopter and Aerospace name until December 1957, and that's when the company officially changed its name to what has become known today as ANA All Nippon Airways. ANA All Nippon Airways is currently the largest operating airline in the country of Japan, based on fleet size, passengers carried, and destinations served, as well as the 9th largest operating airline in the world in terms of generated revenue, whereas the headquarters of ANA All Nippon Airways is located in the Shiodome City Center Office Building Complex, which is actually located in the Shiodome District section area of Minato, Tokyo, Japan, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Tokyo-Narita International Airport, which is located approximately 37 miles east of the Central District section of Tokyo, Japan, in the suburban Tokyo city of Narita, while the airline's main domestic hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Tokyo-Haneda International Airport, which is located approximately 8.7 miles south of the Central District section of Tokyo, Japan, in the Special Ward section of Ato. And the secondary hubs of ANA All Nippon Airways is located at Osaka Kansai International Airport, located in Osaka, Japan, and Osaka Atami Airport, located in the Hyogo, Osaka Prefecture section of Osaka, Japan. And the focus city hubs of ANA All Nippon Airways are located at Fukuoka Airport, located in Fukuoka, Japan, Nagoya Shibu Sintra International Airport, located in Nagoya, Japan, Naha Airport, located in Okinawa, Japan, Sapporo New Chitose Airport, located in Sapporo, Japan, and Singapore Changi Airport, located in the Changi East Region section of Singapore. As of April 2022, or at the time of this video review posted, ANA All Nippon Airways currently flies to 97 destinations across 4 inhabited continents in Asia, Europe, North America, Mexico, and Oceania, with an operating fleet of 213 aircraft, which includes 77 Boeing 787s, in which 36 of those are the Boeing 787-8s, 39 of those are the Boeing 787-9s, and the remaining 2 are the Boeing 787-10s, including this one you're looking at here. And in addition to the 213 aircraft that currently operates in the ANA All Nippon Airways fleet, the Japanese carrier also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 60 more aircraft, which includes 21 more Boeing 787s, in which 9 of those are the Boeing 787-9s, and the remaining 12 are the Boeing 787-10s. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. Also, as of April 2022, or at the time of this video review posted, ANA All Nippon Airways is one of 11 airline carriers in the world of aviation, along with Asiana Airlines, based out of Seoul, South Korea, Cathay Pacific, based out of Hong Kong, EVA Air, based out of Taipei, Taiwan, Garuda Indonesia, based out of Jakarta, Indonesia, Hainan Airlines, based out of Haikou, Hainan, China, Japan Airlines, based out of Tokyo, Japan, Korean Air, based out of Seoul, South Korea, Lufthansa, based out of Cologne, Germany, Qatar Airways, based out of Doha, Qatar, and Singapore Airlines, based out of Singapore, to actually hold this prestigious honor of operating as a certified 5-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax Magazine. All right, everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box here, and what you're looking at the top here is the ANA title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the registration ship number, the aircraft type, the 1/200 scale model, as well as the item number information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box. Nothing much back there except the ANA logo at the top of it, and then there's the warning information at the bottom of the back of the part of the box. All right, now you're looking at the top of the box. What you see is the ANA logo, the airline's logo title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the registration ship number, the 1/200 scale model information, the aircraft type information, as well as the item number information at the top of the box. All right, now you're looking at the bottom of the box. It's pretty much the same information at the top of the box I just showed you earlier on. All right, now you're looking at the nice little metal model stand that actually came with the model. And the bottom of it is that plaque here. You see the airline's logo, the ANA title, the aircraft type, as well as the 1/200 scale model displayed on this plaque here at the bottom of the model stand. And then you look up here to see this black pattern right here. The sole purpose of that black pattern, everyone, is not only that pad protects your model, it also prevents from being damaged or scratched when you put your aircraft model on this particular model stand. All right, now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the actual gear replacement doors, featuring the 2 little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model. All right. All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of ANA All Nippon Airways and how they actually came about and still operating strongly as we speak, plus all the details here at the front of the box, as well as the little information at the back of the box, plus the actual model stand that came with the model, as well as the gear replacement doors inside that plastic bag featuring the 2 little toothpicks for this particular aircraft model. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone. The ANA All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their current Triton Blue livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. All right. Allow me to share some information about the ANA All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft and how they actually became a part of their fleet. ANA All Nippon Airways officially became the first Japanese carrier, as well as the 4th global operator in the world of aviation overall, after launch customers Singapore Airlines, Etihad Airways, and United Airlines respectively, that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as ANA All Nippon Airways took delivery of its first of 14 Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners and officially received their very first Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number JA900A, which happened to be this aircraft here, at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Boeing 787 Dreamliner Delivery Center facility, which is located in North Charleston, South Carolina, on March 28, 2019, as ANA All Nippon Airways became the second airline in the world to operate the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft in all 3 variants after United Airlines respectively. Then made its actual debut 1 month later on April 26, 2019, when ANA All Nippon Airways performed its first validation flight on this particular aircraft, when it flew from Tokyo-Narita to Singapore for flight certification purposes, which allowed the maintenance crews, the flight crews, as well as the ground staff personnel time to get familiar with the aircraft per se, before the actual international flight launch. Then fast forward 9 weeks later, and that's when ANA's first inaugural international flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on July 1st, 2019. And that's when ANA All Nippon Airways officially began employing this aircraft on their Tokyo-Narita to Bangkok route, alternating with the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft that's also utilized on this particular route, as the airline's entire fleet of Boeing 787-10s are currently based and operated out of the carrier's main operating hub at Tokyo-Narita International Airport. ANA All Nippon Airways ordered a total of 14 of the next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners to add to their fleet. And at the time of this video review posting, there are only 2 that are currently operating in service, while the remaining 12 are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery, as this particular aircraft is destined to become one of the airline's official flagship jetliners for the Tokyo-based carrier, as ANA All Nippon Airways expects all 14 of their next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners to be fully operating in their fleet by the end of 2024. Now let's talk about the delivery scheme on this aircraft. This is the current livery scheme of ANA All Nippon Airways, which is actually called the Triton Blue livery scheme, which was actually updated and modified sometime back in 2002, which features the airline slogan, "The Inspiration of Japan," which is actually displayed right above the passenger windows. That was officially added on to this livery scheme back in April 2010. As the airline's livery scheme also incorporates a two-tone blue-colored cheek line that actually extends the entire width of the aircraft in a striking directional wedge, which actually begins at the front of the fuselage that extend towards the tail fin of the aircraft. That also features the airline's logo, which is also displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, whereas the upper part of the fuselage is mostly painted in white, as well as the entire underbelly section of the fuselage is painted in gray, as this livery scheme has actually been the airline's signature trademark livery look ever since it was updated and modified in 2002, as well as in 2010 respectively. So, with all that information out of the way about this particular aircraft, how it's become a game changer to ANA All Nippon Airways, as well as this unique looking livery scheme on this aircraft, with no further ado, let us get down to the nitty gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side of the aircraft. We're going to start at the front nose landing gears here, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number 900. That is the actual fleet number. See the pleated tubes and the static ports, what have you. See the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. Please stay tuned for that part. But between the L1 entrance door and the cockpit windows is the actual Star Alliance decal, which is this decal right here. And ANA All Nippon Airways became the second Asian operator at the Bangkok-based Thai Airways International that actually joined the Star Alliance on October 15, 1999, which consists of 26 airline members from 5 inhabited continents, as this alliance includes Air Canada, Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airlines System, Thai Airways International, as well as United Airlines as the 5 founding members. And then you see the right on the right side of the L1 and L2 doors. I'll show you that later. Right here, right there, as well as right there. There. That is the ANA Wi-Fi service decal. And this particular decal indicates that Wi-Fi service is available and on board this aircraft. And then we back up here at the front again, where you see the Boeing Dreamliner decal, which is underneath the ANA Wi-Fi service decal, which is this little decal right here, as well as over there on the L2 door. This particular aircraft was actually given the name the Dreamliner sometime back in July 2003 after a public naming competition was held for the 787, in which this aircraft was originally named, and was officially given the name of this particular aircraft, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft, sometime in January 2005. Alright, we stay at the front of the aircraft. Right above the passenger window is the actually Japanese flag decal, which is this decal you see displayed here by the ANA title. And this flag decal actually represents the country where ANA All Nippon Airways currently operates from as one of the major flag carrier airlines for the country of Japan. Alright, we're at the center of the aircraft, and right above the passenger windows is the Inspiration of Japan slogan decal. Sorry about that, let me repeat that again. The Inspiration of Japan slogan you see displayed right here. And this is the company slogan of ANA All Nippon Airways, which was introduced and implemented on April 19, 2010, when the service brand was first introduced on this Boeing 777-300ER jetliner aircraft that was first launched on its Los Angeles to Tokyo-Narita and San Francisco routes, as well as its European routes shortly thereafter, for the sole purpose of renewing its international products and services that will sustain for months and even years to come, with the motto, innovative, original, unique, and inspired by modern day Japan. And then you see down here underneath the wings, you see the nice little landing bogey gears you see right here, and they include the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors. But more importantly, these big massive engines you see in here, These are the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 turbofan type engines that are used on this particular ANA All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. You also see the Rolls-Royce logo here on the engine cowling. You see the engine cone as well as the sawtooth pattern we see there. The sole purpose of that sawtooth pattern, everyone, is for help calm down noise reduction, help improve fuel efficiency at the same time. Now we're going to turn this aircraft model around and we're going to actually find out if the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out. Alright, now we're looking at the front of the engines here on the port/left side, featured the engine strike right there. And now we're going to see these fan blades actually spin. Let's check it out. Perfect. Yes, they do. There you see you have it right there. And then there's the inboard landing lights right there on the edge of the wing, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears here on the side of the aircraft, which features the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft, featuring the engine strikes on this side here as well. And let's see if the turbofan blades spin over here as well. Let's check it out. Perfect. Yep, they do. Awesome. And then you see the inboard landing lights right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft, which includes the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors on this side as well. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radar nose cone, the landing gear doors, the landing gear lights inside of the landing gear doors, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the actual landing nose gears. Alright, now looking at the curved wingtip device displayed on this side of the aircraft, featuring the red navigation light that sits on the edge of the wing near the curved wingtip device. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port/left side, and there you see underneath that gray part of the aircraft is the AFT boat bin door, but right above the AFT boat bin door is the Boeing 787-10 decal. The Boeing 787-10 decal indicates that ANA All Nippon Airways has officially become one of 9 carriers in the world of aviation, along with launch customer Singapore Airlines based out of Singapore, Etihad Airways based out of Abu Dhabi, United Airlines based out of Chicago, Illinois, EVA Air based out of Taipei, Taiwan, KLM Royal Dutch Airlines based out of Amsterdam, Netherlands, Vietnam Airlines based out of Hanoi, Vietnam, Saudi Airlines based out of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and British Airways based out of London, England, that's currently operating the Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their fleet as of April 2022, or at the time of this video review posting. Alright, we still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and you see the Japanese flag decal right there, as I mentioned right there, and then right next to it is the Air Japan decal. And Air Japan is actually a charter-based airline, which is a subsidiary of its parent company, Tokyo-based ANA All Nippon Airways, which was actually founded in 1990 under the actual name of World Air Network, then was eventually renamed in 2000 to become what is known today as Air Japan, as this charter-based subsidiary currently operates scheduled services under the ANA brand, whereas all of its passengers routes as well as some of their aircraft are actually code-shared with the airline's parent company, ANA All Nippon Airways. And then you see the registration ship number JA-900A, which is this right here. Registration ship number Juliet Alpha 900 Alpha. This aircraft is the very first Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft that actually entered the ANA All Nippon Airways fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on February 8, 2019 and was delivered to ANA All Nippon Airways on March 28, 2019. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. What you're looking at is the tail fin of the aircraft with the two-tone blue, as I mentioned earlier, in the airline's logo, ANA, which stands for All Nippon Airways. And then you see the strobe light right here between the APU exhaust hole and the horizontal stabilizer right there. And then that's the actual APU exhaust hole. APU literally stands for auxiliary power unit. And there's a hole there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone. The ANA All Nippon Airways Boeing 787, sorry about that, Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft from the rear view angle. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard / right side of the aircraft, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the fleet number 900. You see the pitot tube and the static ports, the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the pod escape hatch door. I'll give you a better visual view of that later on. The Starlines decal, the ETOPS information, the Japanese flag decal, the Airlines logo, the ANA billboard title, as well as the front cargo container loading door you see at the front of the aircraft. Now you're looking at the center of the aircraft here on the starboard side, right above the passenger window is the Inspiration of Japan slogan right there. That's the airline slogan. And then you got a better visual view of the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 turbofan type engines right here, including the Rolls-Royce logo on the engine column, the sawtooth pattern, as well as the engine cones, as well as the actual landing gears on this side of the aircraft, which feature the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the curved wingtip device on this side of the aircraft, featuring the green navigation light that's displayed right here next to the curved wingtip device you see displayed there. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo container loading door, the Boeing 787-10 decal, the Air Japan decal, the Japanese flag decal, the registration ship number, as well as the airline's logo displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, which stands for All Nippon Airways, as you can see there. And there as well the strobe light you see on this side of the aircraft as well. All right. Before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. I'm about to show you that right here. Let's check it out. Rolls pretty good. It's kind of rough on the edges, but it still rolls pretty decent. Still got to be careful though. The gears tilt, as you can see there, as well as the front nose gears swivel there as well, as you see there, there, and there. So with no further ado, allow me to let you see this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front of the aircraft, where you see the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the pod escape hatch door. Then you come here, you see the anti-collision beacon light. You see the ANA titles on both sides, the Japanese flag decal on both sides. You see a high frequency antenna, the satellite communications antenna, the ADF antenna. You see the Inspiration of Japan on both sides, the slogan, the Wi-Fi box antenna. You slide back there a couple more high frequency antennas, as well as the vertical stabilizer, as well as the horizontal stabilizer. Features a little dot on this side as well as there as well. Those little dots everyone actually call illuminator lights, and the sole purpose of those illuminator lights is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the engines and the wings. See the engines right there, as well as the wings right there. No walkway, but you got the no flaps information. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Registration ship number, Juliet Alpha 900 Alpha. The fuel dump valve, as well as the curved rake wingtip device on this side of the aircraft. Now let's check it out over here. See the engines right there, as well as the wings right there. No wing walkway, but you got the no step warning information on the wings, including the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The Japanese flag decal, the fuel dump valve on this side of the aircraft, as well as the aerial bird's eye view of the curved wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, which is mostly light gray, you see there. And we're going to start at the front there as well. You see the radon nose cone, see the crew escape hatch door, the front nose gear door, the front nose landing gears, and then you slide up this way, the anti-collision beacon light, the actual hole where the model stand goes in at, a high frequency antenna, and the APU housing doors, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now we're going to check out the gears here, starting on this side there. Tells okay. You see the Rolls-Royce Trent engines right there, as well as the wings underneath, including the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, the registration ship number, Juliet Alpha 900 Alpha, fuel dump valve, as well as the curved rake wingtip underneath on this side of the aircraft. Now let's check out the gears over here. Yeah, tilt a little challenging, but it's all good. As well as the engines on this side here, as well as the wings underneath, include the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you, the Japanese flag decal, the fuel dump valve, as well as the underneath view of the curved rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, since I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on the actual model stand you see there that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. All right, finally got this model on the stand, no problem, no hesitation. As you see it in the takeoff landing position, being viewed with the model on the stand. I'm gonna let you check it out at all rotations. Let's check it out now, starting with the port side. Tail cam angle of the aircraft, starboard side of the aircraft, the front visual view of the aircraft, as well as back to the port side of the aircraft. All right. Before I take this model on stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the actual magnetic gears on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take on, let you see what I'm talking about. Let's start at the front nose gear there, the landing bogey gears here on the port side, as well as the landing gears on the starboard side. So with no further ado, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle in flight mode position without the gears. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the model being displayed in flight mode position and the gears up without the gears position. Now you got one or two options how you want to continue to display your model. If you want to continue to display your model like this in the flight mode, gears up without the gears in that position, that's fine. See these little these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag I mentioned earlier? That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you can substitute your model while you display it like this in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Or you can do like I do, just keep it in the gear down position. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to keep mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model to stand, and go in and wrap up this model review. All right. All right, let's talk about the seating configuration. The ANA All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft seats 294 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here is the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 10, which will be from about right here to about right here. You have 38 business class seats in rows 15 to 17, which will be from here to about right here. You have an additional 21 premium economy class seats in rows 20 to 47, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft there. You have an additional 235 economy class seats, which brings a total of 294 seats. And finally, and in addition to Singapore Changi as the very first validated test flight destination, as well as Bangkok Suvarnabhumi as the inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, ANA All Nippon Airways currently employs this aircraft or have previously utilized this aircraft, their Boeing 787-10s on routes from Tokyo-Narita to destinations such as Manila, Philippines, Shanghai, Pudong, and from Tokyo, Haneda to Osaka, Kansai. Those are the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it. Your only outside chance of getting this model as we speak is on eBay. JC Wings dropped a version theirs, but it's sold out just as quick. So if you can snatch your hands on this model, please do so. Highly recommend it. So with that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. And above all, stay peace out here. Stay safe.